Finding and renting a business space for your gym or studio is probably going to be one of the biggest decisions that you'll face in your business and one of the biggest outgoing expenses. Let's have a look at what to do. First, let's look at the different types of leases. Now, different owners offer different types of leases for their rental space, and each lease type comes with its own costs and responsibilities. The 8 types of retail leases are base rent, and this is the very least that you'll have to pay each month. Other fees, if any, are added to this amount. You've got double net lease, and double means 2 additional costs will be added to your base rent, which is tax and insurance costs incurred by the landlord. And then we've got fully serviced lease, also called a gross lease, and your landlord will take responsibility for paying for most of the extras. But make no mistake, they will most likely trickle down to you as a load factor. You can think of fully serviced as it includes everything, but your rent will most likely be substantially more than base rent. Then we've got load factor, and this is a method of calculating total monthly rent costs, combining usable square feet with the percentage of the square feet of common areas used by all tenants. Common areas typically include restrooms, lobby, elevators, stairwells, and hallways. You've got net lease, and this is a somewhat undefined version of a double or triple net lease. You'll pay for some taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs incurred by the landlord, if not 100% of one or all of them. Then there's the percentage lease. The word percentage does not relate to the usable square feet that you can claim as your own in a commercial building, nor the percentage of taxes, insurance, and maintenance that you might pay as a part of a net lease. Instead, it's a percentage of your monthly sales over a certain threshold. You might expect to pay this if you rent retail space in a shopping centre. And then there's rentable square feet, and this is your usable square feet plus your percentage of the common area square footage. And we've got the triple net lease. Triple means 3 additional costs over and above your base rent, which are taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Let's look at determining a budget. Well, the maximum percentage a business should allocate to their lease payment differs depending on the industry. However, the range is typically 3 to 10% of gross monthly sales. Ideally, you should spend no more than 10% of your monthly gross sales on your lease payment. What about choosing your space? Well, when you lease a business space for your gym or studio, you'll need enough space to accommodate business growth, but not so much that you're left with wasted space. The 2 most common ways to locate property are 1. Local real estate agents, and nothing beats having someone with their ear to the ground on your side. That is why local agents are still the best option for locating property for your retail needs. The other option is to use an online brokerage site. Several sites have free commercial real estate listings such as LoopNet, Craigslist, and Catalyst. Next, you're going to be negotiating your lease. Now, when it comes to negotiating your lease, there are a lot of factors to consider and certain details that you can negotiate on. Base rent, if you're sticking around for a long term and you can sign a long-term contract, then there's usually some wiggle room when it comes to pricing for long-term tenants. You've got utilities, and utilities can get pretty expensive, so anything that you can save here is a bonus. Some property owners are happy to include standard rate utilities like water and sewage in the agreement. Also, emergency or escape clauses. Now, you don't know what's going to happen to your business, so try to see if you can include a clause that will allow you to get out of the lease prematurely or under unexpected circumstances, such as damage within the space vicinity, loss of sales, and bankruptcy. Then you've got the down payment, and most commercial leases ask tenants to initially pay up to 3 months rent up front. Try to negotiate this to 1 or 2 months to conserve cash flow.